Well, here we come to a little bit of a rant video. I've been thinking about this for past couple days, and it's really driving me nuts. I want to talk to you guys about my perception. This is just my perception and my opinion of Transformer collectors. Not people that are just casual fans. I'm talking collectors, because that's where I'm seeing the majority of these comments coming from. What we're talking about today are these guys. And these guys. And these guys. We're talking about the Age of Extinction Transformer line. People want to complain because this is too simple for them. That's my Simpsons game. Too simple. I can't believe Hasbro. How dare they? What's the matter with them? Or, we're just going to do this. I don't even know if I'm going to do this right, because I haven't really played with it much. Nope, wrong way. There we go. That. Or... and then you gotta put it all back together. Well, and that didn't even work out too well. That was a bad example. I mean, I totally understand where collectors are coming from, but from my perspective, we're not doing anything but sounding like a bunch of whining crybabies that, oh, this is too simple. How dare Hasbro give it? You know, Hasbro's not marketing this towards collectors. They're not expecting collectors to buy this. They don't want collectors to buy. Well, I'm sure they wouldn't care if collectors bought it, but they're not expecting collectors to buy these. So why do you collectors get so butthurt over it? Are the new Age of Extinction Transformers simpler than previous ones? Absolutely. I won't argue with that. But, again, I think we're just approaching this with the wrong perspective. Hasbro makes toys. Collectors are a very small percentage of their sales. That's why collectors are annoyed and aggravated by constant repaints of Bumblebee. Sure, we get a bunch of them, but guess what? Kids love Bumblebee. They love him. They want him all over the place. There's no problems with that for Hasbro. Collectors get upset because kids who want Bumblebee prevent them from being able to buy other things that they want. So it's me all the time. And it's so frustrating. I see it with the Smash and Change Optimus Prime review that I just did. Everyone says, I get the idea, but it's not for me. That but should not even be there if you really get what that Transformer is for. It's a great idea, period. It's not for me. Correct. It's not for you. It's for a completely different demographic. It's still fun. I'm not saying, and I said this in the review, I'm not expecting people to go out and run to want to collect it, but I think kids are going to like it. And that's the point. People are not looking at these new toys in the proper perspective. Hasbro has said they're still going to give us good Transformers, Generation 1s. This is a good Transformer. This one transforms very nicely. It should not be compared to this. This is the one-step Transformer, which actually, well, that's a little bit, it scales pretty good. It's a decent-looking vehicle mode. But the point, it's so frustrating for me because I understand it. I get it. I accept it for what it is, and it doesn't put me in a bad mood. People want to complain about lack of paint applications. We've had paint application problems with Transformers forever, for a long time. So I don't see why that's a problem. We complain about simplified Transformers. We've had simplified Transformers for years, going all the way back to, I mean, earliest ones I'm thinking of, because I skipped the Unicron trilogy. Animated had simplified Transformers, like the quick change ones that are similar to this. I don't see why so many people are up in arms over this, and it really drives me nuts. It really, really does, and I don't know why I feel like I have to constantly defend Hasbro with this. I am not sponsored by Hasbro. I'm not trying to get a job with Hasbro. I have no affiliation to them whatsoever. Heck, I can't even get them to return an email of mine trying to get review samples that other sites are able to get, and a couple other reviewers are able to get. They won't return my emails. They probably don't like me too much. So I have no need to sit there and say that I like something when I don't like it. But I get what it's for. I get what that Smash and Change Optimus is meant for. That's the thing that drives me nuts. I don't see people putting it into a proper perspective. These are kids' toys. They are not meant for collectors. They're not expecting collectors like you and me to want to buy them. They're not marketing them towards us. It's lame. It's really lame. Now, I will stand by the fans in the fact that the first edition Optimus Prime was marketed towards us collectors, and that figure turned out to be pretty lame. A lot of chrome that was hit or miss, you know, in terms of people's opinions. That one wasn't a very good marketed sort of figure. I would have much preferred if they marketed this to us collectors with a better paint job, especially since this is, a reminiscent of the G1 Optimus Prime. That would have made more sense as a first edition kind of figure. But again, I don't work for Hasbro. I'm driving over a wire. I don't work for Hasbro, so they don't look at me for these kind of opinions. My mouth, hold on. I just really wish, guys, I mean, you don't have to like them. You can think they're crap. That's perfectly fine. But please, start looking at these in the proper context. Don't bash them just for the sake of bashing them. These are meant to keep kids playing with Transformer toys. If I gave a kid the Revenge of the Fallen Mix Master or Optimus Prime or Jetfire, said, here's a toy, play with it, they wouldn't want to play with it. You give them this, which, bam, look, I'm Drift, I'm able to play real fast. That's the whole idea, to keep kids, young kids, that play with their toys, not collect them, that play with their toys, sitting there playing with them longer. Kids nowadays are not stupid. I'm not saying that they are by making them easier to transform. That's not my point at all. The point is, as a young kid, they want to stay in that imaginary world where they're playing with their Transformer toys. They need to be able to do it with quick changing Transformers. Transformers, I will say, have always been toys and puzzles. Kids don't like puzzles quite as much anymore. How many times do you see a kid walking around a toy store with a puzzle in their hands? It doesn't happen. So they have to make these fun to play with. And that's what I think they're doing. So guys, I've gone on way longer than I thought I was going to. Keep it in perspective. Keep your expectations low, and I mean, just don't expect too much. I mean, everybody's expecting so much. It's just have fun with it. Look at it from that angle. Have fun. Now, you could have fun if you're transforming a toy. That's not what I'm also not saying. You can have fun, but these aren't being made for us. So keep that in mind. I've gone on too long. I'm sorry, but thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my opinions and my views on the subject. Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious to see what you have to say. But bear in mind that this is not I need to prove something to you or make you guys see my point of view. I'm just expressing it, I guess. So that's the best way to have a conversation, I think, to express it without any kind of implications that you're trying to change someone's point of view, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. Hope you guys enjoyed this, though. It's a bit of a rant, I know, but whatever. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoy. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/optibotanist. Facebook, you can follow me there, facebook.com/teambotanist. And you can also check out my website at optibotanmistreviews.com. You can see what I have coming up for the next week with my schedule, and you can watch all my videos from the previous week. There's a little plug, I guess. So, alright, yeah, now 11 minutes. I'll talk to you guys later.